Where are we at with Ryan Day now? Coming into the season, there was some chatter around if Ryan Day loses another game to Michigan, he's gone. Now, obviously, it was more of like hypothetical in hearsay, but now that has happened. He now has 4 straight losses to Michigan. His seniors are going to graduate having never beaten Michigan. So where are we at with him? This is a hump that he has not been able to get over. He cringes up and he tightens up in this game. And at this point, it's almost as if we understand what Ryan Day's ceiling is. He gets into these games versus Michigan and he can't get the job done. This year, he had a roster that he paid for that is probably on paper the best roster in the country. And he has Michigan at home. He has everything going for him, and he can't get the job done. And he tried to play bully ball against Michigan again, and it didn't work. And Khalil Mullings had 116 yards rushing to Quinton Judkins' 46. And it sounded like even Michigan played that good of a game either. Like they had Davis Warren threw for 62 yards and had 2 interceptions. And their Michigan leading receiver had 18 yards. That was their leading receiver. It's just Ohio State tried to play bully ball again, tried to prove like, hey, we're tough. We can do this, run through the tackles. And they didn't get it done. And it's just a blocker that Ryan Day has, a mental block for Michigan that he cannot get over. And it is impeding the success of this Ohio State program. Obviously, that loss knocked him out of the Big Ten title game for this year, and it will cost him moving forward. You know, obviously, they could have had a bye in the playoff. Who knows what this is going to do for the future of the program, because how hot is Ryan Day's seat right now? I think the seat heater is turned on to low. Like it's certainly on. I think it's at a low setting. I think he needs to do something big in the college football playoff. Like at the bare minimum, he needs to make the national championship game. And if he doesn't do that, I think that seat gets turned up to lukewarm, especially if he gets a first round exit. Because I think we know where his ceiling is at this point. He doesn't beat Michigan, and this was an easy year, quote unquote, to do it. Obviously, the talent advantage for Ohio State is phenomenal compared to what Michigan is, and Michigan hasn't really been a good team all year, so there's really no excuse at home. But we kind of know where he is. Like he struggles in Michigan in these big games, and he struggles against like top 10 teams, and he can't ever get the job done. So I just don't know I think we know what the ceiling is. And I'm wondering if Ohio State fans are starting to understand, look, this guy's going to win all of the games that we're supposed to win. But in the big games, where are we at? Because there's a level of trust that just has not been earned from Ryan Day in these big games. And I don't know how much is going to change because what more can you do? He built this roster, to credit to him, he built this roster to be the best roster in the country. And guess what? That wasn't enough. That wasn't enough to beat Oregon in a big game. That wasn't enough to beat your rival as 24-point favorites at home. So what more can you do with Ryan Day here? So like I said, I think if he doesn't win a national championship or at the very, very least get to the national championship game, I think there will be some serious conversations of what's happening with Ryan Day in the future of his head coach position at Ohio State. Follow Big Body Ball CFB on all socials.